Hello, welcome to Super Fast Art. Today I am going to show you how to make a teacup collage out of paper you can make yourself. There are templates below in the comments section. So what you're going to need for today's activity, some paper, some scissors, some white paint for highlights afterwards, that's optional, some glue, not optional, a pencil, this is a graphite aquarelle, and yeah, if you want the templates, you can download them from the site, and a frame if you so want. So one of my favourite things to do is to make painted paper like this using stencils to make beautiful paper, and I love collaging. So as you can see here, I'm going to give you a real close up. So we've got some beautiful papers in here. If you haven't got painted paper and you don't feel like making any, you can absolutely use paper that is already printed out from the shop. Okay, I am also going to be putting our end product into a frame, and I'm going to use this as my guide of how big I want it to be. Out of all of my paper, I have already decided on a very plain background. You could very easily choose a background that is printed already, if that's your preference. Do whatever you like. I have cut some cardboard to fit exactly on the frame, and I'm going to stick my piece of paper down to it. On my card, a generous amount of glue, there we go. Press it down, I'm going to turn it over and trim it down, and I'm going to make sure it fits into my frame. So that would fit perfectly in the frame. Perfect! Woo! Okay, we'll get rid of everything I don't need. You can go. You can go over there. You can go there. You can stay. You can actually go over here now. Over there. You stay. You stay there. We're good. The first thing to do is to choose the paper you'd like. So because we've got our background, I'm going to choose paper that I think would look nice against it. I think this one would make a very nice teacup. I think this one would also make a nice teacup. I think that's really beautiful. They would make nice teacups. Now when it comes to your printout, we use it as a template, which means you can cut out the shape, lay it down on the paper that you want, and cut out the paper, and then it will be a perfect cup. If you want your cups to be a little bit more quirky and individual, feel free to just free draw on the back of your paper. So I'm going to start cutting it out. So I'm going to cut this out, and I'm going to cut it into its shape. So I've got my little cup here. There you go, I have the body of the cup, like that. Okay, so I have that little cup. I'm going to have a little... Okay, so I'm going to lay it down on the back, grab my pencil, and trace around the cup. And I'm also going to trace around the handle. Okay, so I've drawn it on there, if you can see it. Alright, so we have our first part of our cup. Okay. So it's looking good so far. There's going to be something that would make this look a little more realistic is, if you take your template, you'll notice it has this little white circle at the top. If we include a little white circle at the top, that is exactly what will help it look more three-dimensional. So we are going to do that. Cut that out. But we would want it to be just a little bit smaller than the cup. If it's the same size as the cup, it's going to be a little bit too big. I'm going to glue that to the top. You can see, it makes it look 3D. It's giving it some depth in there. Okay, I'm going to glue that down. I'm going to lay that right in the middle. And I'm going to get my little handle as well and pop some glue and stick the handle on as well. So there's our first little cup, and it's so easy to do. It's so cute and so easy. Let's go for our second cup. Now you can use the same template, you can draw your own. I'll do an example. So let's say you would want the cup shape. And of course your cup shapes are pretty simple. And with that, I am going to... So I've got the cup shape, if you can see it, I don't know. And the inside of the cup. Let me do it a bit darker so everyone can see. There you go, I've got a quirky little cup there. Okay, let's just check that it's not too big for the cup that I've already got. That's about the same, that's good. Okay. Cut it out, of course. Now I'm trying not to talk so much because I'm finding now when I just yabber on, it's going to do your head in, isn't it? It does your head in? Be honest. Be honest? It does your head in. Okay, so I'm trying to give you some quiet time. Tell me how that feels. Or maybe you want me jibber-jabbering the whole time. Right? What do you think? Maybe you don't want quiet time. Maybe you want me to drop some pearls of wisdom on you. Like, this is very good for your hand-eye coordination. And it keeps your brain nice and supple. It's good for you. Creating is good for you is all I have to say about it. It's very good for you. Okay, so we've got that. And let me... The lid. Okay, I was going to pop that there. Let's just check it out, how it all would look. Kind of cool. So I want to talk to you about how it all can fit together so that it looks like it's sitting inside each other. So what we want to do, we actually want to have this cup looking like it's sitting inside. We want it looking like it's sitting inside. So actually, if we put it where we would want it to go, like that, we then have to do a little cut just down the bottom so it looks like it's sitting in the cup. You can't see the bottom of the cup. So I'm going to place it in there. I might do the lightest little pencil line and cut and stick it inside the cup. Like so, right up against the rim. So you can see, it looks like it's inside the cup here. Okay, and I'm going to add my little... I've got glue all over the table now. It's not really the most functional way to do things. I should have been working on a piece of paper on the side. Yes! So we've got two little cups and they're looking really cute. I think on this little board there might not be enough space for a third cup. So I'm going to leave the third cup and I'm going to start deciding on a bird. Which bird do you think might look best? Is that one? Go with this one here. That might look nice sitting on top of it. Yeah, okay. Now we have to choose which bird might look the best. Can't use that. Maybe this one. Little grey bird. Little grey bird. Now again, I'm going to cut it up into smaller parts. And for this one, I'm going to cut the body first. I'll use the body as a bit of a base. And then add in the wings and the beak and the legs after. And I'm going to trace around that. What is a nice part of this? Trace around it. Again, you can draw a little bird by hand. There's nothing saying you have to use templates at all. And you may not even have a printer at home, which is quite normal to not have a printer at home. So in that case, yes, you might want to draw by hand. Okay. So that's little birdie. And let's check it out. So he's going to sit somewhere on top like that. Yeah. Yeah. Cute. Alright. And then we cut out the next part, which is the wing. Okay, and now I'm going to choose something that would suit that. Maybe that. Maybe that. Maybe that. Yeah, I think this. Got to flip it the opposite way to what you want, okay? Let's see how that looks. Cute. That's so cute, look. Okay, well, let's glue it together first, and before I get too excited, I'm going to do this. And stick that on there. Line it up. As best I can. How's that? Ooh, so cute. Look at this. That's good. Okay, a little beak. He needs a little beak and he needs little feet. Let's use yellow. Let's use yellow. So we want a little beak and the little feet. There it goes. We got a little beak. I know I've used a lot of time. It will not. I'm not gonna make it this long. Not gonna make it this long. Oh, what have I done? See, I'm distracting myself with silliness. Okay, so I've got, it looks like it's nothing. Okay, but let's see if it works with the little, we want it to look like he's perching. Now this is where it gets tricky and it's hard for me to show you because I want the bird to look like he's perching right on the cup. What? Okay. Okay, I'll just do it. I'll just do it. It's not gonna, it doesn't help. Okay. So the little feet will go there and the little bird will go there and that's going to look cute as a button. So let's just do that. Get it off. So we're going to go little feet. Make sure that's correct. Little bird. Sit it. A little further over. A little further. Come on. Come on. Don't muck around. Don't muck around. There. No. Yes. No. Okay. And I'm going to glue him on. Look. Look at this. Isn't that adorable? Now I just need to create some three-dimensional weight to it. You're going to need a graphite aquarelle. I don't know if you can read that. So I'm going to add some line and shadow. I'm going to add in some line on the side of the cup and along the bottom, inside the handle there, along there. You could even, if you are very game, you could put it along the rim. And if our light was coming from here, that looks like a good spot for light because there's already a little bit of natural light on there, we would put a bit of extra shadow on this side. We're going to give it that lip down the bottom there that had, I'm going to put a bit of extra shadow on this side actually, but I'm still going to put some shadow down the bottom. For my little bird, I'm going to give him a little eye. Like that. too much. Okay, let's add some water. So you can see how that becomes a very strong shadow. And I actually want to blend it out a little bit. I want the shadow not just sort of stopping abruptly on the edge of my cup. Okay, let's put a little bit of shadow under the feet, into the cup, maybe down here and up to there. Smooth the edges a little bit, don't want it too rough looking. All smooth edges inside that cup. That's where we're at so far, looking pretty cute. Okay, last thing we want to do is add the tiniest bit of highlight. Pick up some white paint there. Okay, so I might want some highlight here, maybe some highlight on the handle. Already had a little bit of highlight there, so we'll work with it. Something down here maybe on here. And do you think little bird wants a little bit of, I mean, bird is not going to be reflective, is it? But we could still use a little bit of highlight. Get off me! What do you think? Ooh. The last thing we need to do, I'm going to get my frame. Put that into the frame. Put the back of the frame on. Voila! So you have a little bird collage in a frame. I'm going to put that there. What is wrong with you? Oopsies. Beautiful. I broke it. If you have a go at making a teacup collage, please let me know how you went. Happy creating. I'll see you later.